Hello, viewers. Hello, Zimbabwe and the world. Welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network, where we are committed to give you the latest trending news in the nation of Zimbabwe without fear, without favor. So, CCC leadership is now planning to have a demonstration because they feel that the situation is no longer containable, and they've announced that they are planning to have a massive demonstration, to have a peaceful but very impactful demonstration against the Emerson Mnangagwa-led government. That is after the arrest of various leaders, Sikala, Sitole, and the Nyatsime 11. Did you hope Fadzai Mahere, Ngari Vumes, they are all answering various charges, and this has led the leadership to say we need to demonstrate, because they are saying the regime is planning to keep these men behind bars up to after the elections in 2023. So this is the situation, and I'm going to play a short clip here so that you hear the actual message from the CCC Secretary General about what he tweeted on his Twitter handle.
CCC Secretary General Chalton Hwende notified CCC supporters of planned peaceful action very soon. Here are his words. 1. Our detained MPs and the 11 members of CCC Zimbabwe detained for demanding justice for Moreblessing Ali's killers need our support. Without organizing peaceful mass action to demand their release, the state wants to detain them until after the 2023 elections too. We also have various leaders now going for trial for various crimes. Charges. We can't just watch whilst our comrades are being persecuted and going through kangaroo trials. Tweeting his limits. Let's organize and mobilize for peaceful action to demand an end to persecution.
So Chalton Hwende has clearly said on his Twitter handle, as you saw on the screen. Those were the screenshots from Chalton Hwende's Twitter handle. He said the tweets have its own limits, which means time for tweeting is over. Time for Facebooking is over. This is now time for action on the ground. This is now time for pressing the regime very hard. So basically, Advocate Chamisa has been planning for a very long time, and he has been assuring people that we don't act on Twitter. He was saying that we don't act on Twitter, we act on the ground, and something is being planned. So we hope and believe that this is going to be successful. We hope and believe that this is going to be something which is going to give different results. But honestly speaking, the regime is in panic because in the past few days, they were trying by all means to discourage the CCC supporters from gathering or from thinking of anything of demonstrating. So they were trying to use the Sri Lanka situation as a point of threatening the CCC members, saying what happened in Sri Lanka cannot happen here in Zimbabwe. So that is not what Advocate Chamisa is seeking. We don't know the outcome of any protest. When people begin to protest, it depends on the reaction of the state. Because if we go into the streets to peacefully demonstrate and the state reacts with bullets, we don't know what is next after that. We don't know what the commander will say, because the commander might say retreat, but the commander might say attack. So it is in the discretion of the commander, who is Advocate Chamisa in this case, to give a command. So we cannot tell what is going to happen next. But at this juncture, what is happening is that there is a plan for massive demonstrations in the nation of Zimbabwe, for people to get into the streets. And it has been welcomed by a lot of young people who feel that their rights have been tampered with by the regime. So they really want to see action. People really want to see action on the ground. So I don't know what you think about this whole issue. What is your take on this suggestion for people to get into the streets? What is your view? What is your suggestion? Please tell us in the comment section, while at least we are still live, so that we know, Kuti, how do you view this whole thing? Can we proceed with the demonstrations? Are we safe to demonstrate in the nation of Zimbabwe? Is Advocate Nelson Chamisa and his team correct for them to demand demonstrations? So, in my view, personally, I believe that this is the only option we have, because we don't have any other option. Comrades are in prison and they are incarcerated. They have been denied bail on frivolous charges. Yet the criminals of this world, the narrators, they are walking scot-free. The criminals of this world, they are walking without any impediment. Yet the people who are fighting for the people's freedom, they are suffering. So in the comment section, please tell us your views. How do you view this issue? And how best can we have safe demonstrations in the nation of Zimbabwe, where we are going to have peaceful demonstrations without the loss of life, because the regime is going to repeat what they always do. So we need to have a proper action plan, and I believe that is the reason why Advocate Nelson Chamisa took so long, because he wanted to have a proper action plan of saying, this is what we need to do. These are the patterns we need to follow. And he was taking into account the response of the regime from the past, how the regime responds, and to see how you can counter such responses and make sure that you preserve life. Because above everything, you can actually see that there is no need for you to let people die in an attempt to liberate those who are imprisoned and still alive. So that is what is very important. So you can actually see that this is a very, very important issue, but the regime is already panicking and the regime is already afraid. They don't know what will happen next. They don't know if everybody joins, because you can just say we are having a very small demonstration, then everybody joins you. You cannot tell what is going to happen next. That is the worry of the regime at this moment, because they know very well that people know that they kill. So what is worrying them is that when people get into the streets, what will be their agenda? Is it that they will be convinced to do this relanga part of it, or what? So you can actually see that the amount of threats on social media from people like Tafadzwa Mugwadi, the Nick Mangwanas and so forth, they tell that the regime is in panic, because these are the people who speak on behalf of ZANU-PF and government. So let's see and what is going to happen next. But this is a very important initiative. We'll continue to come giving you updates. What will be the next move? Are we going to have demonstrations, and when? We are going to come here, give you those updates. Thank you very much for coming in. Thank you very much for your support. Please like, comment, and share, and don't forget to subscribe.